Hello students, this is the 10th lecture for Business Statistics second paper for TY BCom students. Today's topic is definition of conditional probability, examples and problems. Conditional probability definition. Conditional probability of A given B. Suppose A and B are two events defined on a sample space omega, then the conditional probability of A given B denoted by probability A slash B is defined as probability of A slash B is equal to probability A intersection B divided by probability B. Probability B must be greater than 0. Similarly, conditional probability of B given A is given by probability B slash A is equal to probability A intersection B divided by probability of A. Probability of A must be greater than 0 in this case. See the example. A random experiment results in an integer outcome between 1 and 10, both inclusive. All numbers are equally likely. Let A be the event that an odd number appears and B be the event that a number divisible by 3 occurs. Obtain first part of the problem, probability A given B. Second part of the problem, probability B given A. Third part of the problem, probability A complement given B. Fourth part of the problem, probability A given B complement. And last part of the problem, probability A complement given B complement. Now in the experiment mentioned above, the outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. A is the event of getting an odd number. So favorable outcomes for event A is given by 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. B is the event of getting number divisible by 3. So the favorable outcomes are 3, 6, 9. Now A intersection B. The common points of A and B are 3 and 9. A complement, the outcomes are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. B complement 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. A complement intersection B, there is single point 6. A intersection B complement, the outcomes are 1, 5, 7. A complement intersection B complement 2, 4, 8, 10. Now in the first part of the problem, we need to find probability A given B, which is equal to probability A intersection B divided by probability B. So in A intersection B there are two outcomes out of 10. So the probability of A intersection B is nothing but 0.2, and for B there are three outcomes. So probability B is given by 0.3. So the final answer is 2 upon 3. Next part of the problem, probability B given A is equal to probability A intersection B divided by probability of A. Just now we have seen that probability A intersection B is 0.2, and for A there are 5 outcomes. So probability of A can be given as 0.5. So answer of probability B given A is nothing but 2 upon 5. Third part of the problem, probability A complement given B. So for which we need probability A complement intersection B. So there is one single point which is common in A complement and B. So probability of A complement intersection B is nothing but 0.1, and in B there are 3 outcomes. So probability B is nothing but 0.3. So probability A complement given B, the answer is 1 upon 3. Next part of the problem, probability A given B complement is equal to probability A intersection B complement divided by probability B complement. So A intersection B complement, there are three outcomes. So probability of A intersection B complement is nothing but 0.3 divided by probability B complement is 0.7. So probability of A given B complement, the answer comes out to be 3/7. Last part of the problem, probability A complement intersection B complement, A complement given B complement is equal to probability A complement intersection B complement divided by probability B complement, which is nothing but 0.4 upon 0.7. So the final answer comes out to be 4/7. Next concept, partition of a sample space. A collection of mutually exclusive and exhaustive events is called a partition of a sample space. The events A1, A2 up to AN defined on sample space omega are said to form partition of omega if and only if AI intersection AJ is equal to phi for all I and j. I should not be equal to j, and union over AI must be equal to omega. See the example of a partition. For example, let omega is the sample space for rolling of a die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We define A1 as 1, 2. Set A2 is defined as 3, 4. Set A3 is defined as 5 and 6. So A1 intersection A2, there is no single point common in between A1 and A2. So A1 intersection A2 is 5. A1 intersection A3 is equal to 5. And A2 intersection A3 is equal to 5. There are no common points in all the three events. But if you consider their union, the meaning of union is either in A or in B or in A3. So A1 either in A1 or in A2 or in A3. So A1 union A2 union A3 is nothing but omega. So we can say that probability of A1 plus probability of A2 plus probability of A3 must be equal to 1 in this case. The most important concept, Bayes theorem. Suppose events A1, A2 up to AN form a partition of a sample space omega of a random experiment. Suppose B is any other event with probability B greater than 0 depend on omega, then probability AI given B is equal to probability of AI into probability B given AI divided by summation over j is equal to 1 to n probability AJ into probability B given AJ for all I taking values from 1 to n. Now this Bayes theorem, we can take the special cases when there are two events such that probability of A1 plus probability of A2 is equal to 1 and B is any other event defined on the same sample space with probability B given A1 and probability B given A2 are given. Then probability A1 given B is defined as probability of A1 into probability B given A1 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability A2 into probability B given A2. Probability A2 given B is given by probability of A2 into probability B given A2 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2. And one more event that can be asked is probability B. So we can write the formula for probability B as probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2. Suppose there are three events. When there are three events A1, A2, A3 with probability of A1 plus probability of A2 plus probability of A3 is equal to 1 and probability B given A1, probability B given A2 and probability B given A3 are given, then probability A1 given B is equal to probability of A1 into probability B given A1 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2 plus probability of A3 into probability B given A3. Similarly, probability of A2 given B is equal to probability of A2 into probability B given A2 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2 plus probability of A3 into probability B given A3. Same way, we can define probability A3 given B as probability of A3 into probability B given A3 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2 plus probability of A3 into probability B given A3. And probability B can be specified as probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2 plus probability of A3 into probability B given A3. See the example based on Bayes theorem. This is the problem based on two events. A product is manufactured on a machine. The machine is set correctly with probability 0.6 and incorrectly with probability 0.4. If the machine is set correctly, it produces 10% defective, otherwise 60%. In the test run, an atom is selected at random and found defective. What is the probability that the machine is set correctly? So we define events A1 and A2 and B. There are three different events. Let A1 is the event that the machine is set correctly, and A2 is the event that the machine is set incorrectly. So A1 and A2, they form partition. So their total probability must be equal to 1. And B is the event that machine produces defective atoms. Now given that probability of A1 is equal to 0.6, probability of A2 is equal to 0.4, probability B given A1 is equal to 0.10, probability B given A2 is equal to 0.60. So we want to find probability A1 given B, which can be written as probability of A1 into probability B given A1 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2, which is equal to 0.6 into 0.1 divided by 0.6 into 0.1 plus 0.4 into 0.6. So if you solve it further, the answer becomes 0.06 divided by 0.06 plus 0.24. So the final answer comes out to be 0.06 divided by 0.3, which is equal to 0.2. Next example. Two sets of candidates are competing for the positions on the boards of directors of a company. The probability that first and second sets will win are 0.6 and 0.4 respectively. If the first set wins, the probability of introducing a new product is 0.8 and the corresponding probability if the second set wins is 0.3. What is the probability that the new product will be introduced? So let A1 denote the event that first set will win. A2 is the event that the second set will win. And B is the event that new product is introduced. Now list out the things which are given to us. We are given that probability of A1 is 0.6, probability of A2 is 0.4, probability B given A1 is equal to 0.8, probability B given A2 is equal to 0.3. We have to find the probability of probability B, which is equal to probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2. So we will replace all the values in the formula, which is equal to 0.6 into 0.8 plus 0.4 into 0.3. So the products are 0.48 and 0.12. So if you add both the products, we are getting the probability of B as 0.60. Among 1000 applications for admission to MBA course in a university, 600 were maths graduates and 400 were non-maths graduates. 5% of the maths graduates and 30% of non-maths graduates obtained admission. If an applicant selected at random is found to have been given admission, what is the probability that he or she is a maths graduate? So let's define the event. A1, applicant selected is maths graduate. A2, applicant selected is non-maths graduate. And B is the event that applicant gets admission. Now see the things which are given to us. Probability of A1 is equal to 600 upon 1000, which is equal to 0.6. Probability of A2 is 400 upon 1000, that is nothing but 0.4. Probability B given A1 is 0.05 and probability B given A2 is 0.30. We have to find probability A1 given B, which is equal to probability of A1 into probability B given A1 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2, which is equal to 0.6 into 0.05 divided by 0.6 into 0.05 plus 0.4 into 0.30. So the final answer is nothing but 0.03 divided by 0.15, which is equal to 0.2. Next example, which is based on 3 events. In a bolt factory, machines M1, M2 and M3 manufactures respectively 25%, 35% and 40% of total output. Of their outputs, 5%, 4% and 2% respectively are defective bolts. One bolt is drawn at random from the product and is found defective. What is the probability that it is manufactured by first part of the problem, machine X, it should machine M1, it should be. Second part, machine M2 and machine M3. So we will define events A1 as production by machine M1. A2 is the event that of production by machine M2. A3 is the event that production by machine M3. B is the event that the product selected is defective. Now see the things which are given to us. Probability of A1 is 0.25. Probability of A2 is 0.35 and probability of A3 is equal to 0.40. Probability B given A1 is 0.05. Probability B given A2 is 0.04. Probability B given A3 is 0.02. We have to find probability A1 given B, probability A2 given B and probability A3 given B. See the formula for probability A1 given B is equal to probability of A1 into probability B given A1 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2 plus probability A3 into probability B given A3. Now replace all the values in the formula. The answer is 0.25 into 0.05 divided by 0.25 into 0.05 plus 0.35 into 0.04 plus 0.4 into 0.02. So if you solve it further, it becomes 0.0125 divided by 0.0125 plus 0.014 plus 0.008, which is equal to 0.0125 divided by 0.0345. So probability of A1 given B is 0.362318. Second part of the problem, probability A2 given B is equal to probability of A2 into probability B given A2 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability P given A2 plus probability of A3 into probability P given A3. Replace the values in the formula. So probability of A2 given B can be written as 0.35 into 0.04 divided by 0.0125 plus 0.014 plus 0.008. So we are getting it as 0.014 divided by 0.0345. So if you perform the division, the answer comes up to be 0.405797. Last part of the problem, probability A3 given B, it can be written as probability of A3 into probability B given A3 divided by probability of A1 into probability B given A1 plus probability of A2 into probability B given A2 plus probability of A3 into probability B given A3. Now replace the values in the formula, which can be written as 0.4 into 0.02 divided by 0.0125 plus 0.014 plus 0.008. So the answer comes out to be 0.008 divided by 0.0345. So if you perform the division, the final answer of probability A3 given B is given by 0.23188.